embrace each other, embrace your brothers and sisters that are from other religions. So what if they are truly at the base of all religions? We are more alike than we are alike. Have a seat. Let's have a discussion. So, yes, I am going on a solo run this time. My other fellow D has errands to run, let's say that. So you're just gonna get me today. Now, what was the story that I want to discuss today? I want to discuss about the attack on Bishop Mari Emmanuel. So Bishop Mari Emmanuel is essentially a Christian preacher that is doing his sermons live, sometimes on the internet, and then in front of the Australian people, in Australian churches. Recently, there have been an outrage in the Christian community within Sydney that have caused a lot of backlash. And what was the outrage more specifically? The reason for it is because the preacher, Bishop Mari Emmanuel, got attacked by what has been confirmed to be a Muslim person, to be a Muslim boy. Now, there is a reason beyond that. And I'm not just mentioning Muslim to spew hate. On the contrary, the discussion of today is actually the opposite of that. But the reason that Mari Emmanuel got attacked in the first place is because he was very vocal, as can be seen in the clip.
There is no other God but Jesus Christ. There is no other judge but Jesus Christ. There is no other way but Jesus Christ. You cannot escape him. You cannot hide from him. You cannot lie to him. You cannot bribe him. You cannot deceive him. You cannot put any plans against him and you think they're gonna prosper.
So I can rightfully understand why the Muslim attacker might have felt some type of way. And it truly makes me sad because I personally don't think that the bishop was innocent either. I think he had his own fault. And his fault was specifically saying, there is no one but Jesus. And I can understand why he says that. He wants to spread the word of God. And as a true Christian, I can see where that comes from. But at the same time, I sometimes take the humility and say, I don't know everything. What if there's something out there that I might not be aware of? And religion is no exception. I've been born as a Christian and I've lived my life as a Christian as much as I can. I'm not the perfect person. I'm not ideal. Far from it. Many people can confirm that. However, I try my best. That's the truth. But I was born in this life. Maybe I choose it now and I choose it because I still don't want to stray myself from Christianity. It is still Christianity that I would like to follow, and once I do grow old, and maybe even in the next couple of years, I would like to try and maybe become more Christian-like. So I wouldn't necessarily switch camps, unlike a certain someone, but that's besides the point. What I wanted to get into is the fact that I chose this life, but for all I know, it might not be the one leading to heaven. Maybe there's another religion which leads to heaven. Maybe there's one that I wouldn't even expect. Maybe it's Islam. Maybe it's Buddhism. Maybe it's Sikhism. Maybe it's none. I have the humility in me to say, yes, I don't know everything. And that's fine. What truly, truly saddens me is when I see some people like the YouTuber Nate. Now, I'm not throwing any shade at him, but he's a YouTuber which covers constantly arguments between Christians and Islam, or Christians trying to debunk Islam or the Quran by finding inconsistencies. And then on the other side, you also have the Islamic people, sometimes, which they also try to debunk Christianity. And then in the back of my head, I'm sitting here, watching in the limelight, and I'm thinking, we could just live together. This earth was made by God for all of us, not just for the Christians, not just for the Muslims, not just for the Sikhs, not just for the Buddhists. It was made for us all to be able to live in it. And I just think at my prophet, which is Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and I'm trying to think, is this something that he would want? Would he want people to try to debunk other religions just to prove Christianity? Jesus would not want that. Jesus would say to love everybody, regardless of race, religion, what they try to follow. He would want us to live together. And yet, even someone as wise as Bishop Mari Emmanuel is still trying to almost debunk Islam in a way. And I don't see the point in this war. There has been an ongoing war between Christianity and Islam for the past years, I want to say. I've never seen it so bad. And I think this war only got aggravated by someone like Mr. Tate changing sides from Christianity to Islam because Christians, quote unquote, don't defend their religion. And whilst I do agree to that, to a certain extent, I do agree that we should be more fierce in what we tolerate and what we do not tolerate. And you probably understand what I'm saying by that. But I don't believe for a second that you should switch sides. You should not switch sides just because one of them is more popular. Because hot take and hot opinion, I am of the firm belief that Tate changed sides to Islam strictly because it's most popular and strictly because it is becoming more popular. Islam is growing as a religion, and I am of the firm belief that that is the main reason why he went there, alongside other things such as, you know, more strict rules, which it is something that I appreciate. But he has chosen his side for the sake of clout, for the most part. I firmly believe that. But you don't need to. You need to follow who is in your heart. That is the best way to go. And it saddens me to see so many people trying to debunk Christianity, debunk Islam, debunk Buddhism, debunk atheism, debunk this, debunk that. It's like, live as you were intended. Live as your religion intends to you. Live as science entails you. And just live a prosperous life. Love your brothers and sisters regardless of where they're from. I am privileged in a sense that I've lived in many communities and I've had friends from all religions, all races, and I primarily have experience with people from the Islam religion, and I have nothing but good words to say about them. They've been extremely generous sometimes with me. They've been hosting me in terms of, you know, having dinner with them, which is something that no friend to this day has done. Yeah, I can say that. No friend to this day has done. I've never been hosted by a friend. It's only been the Muslim people that have hosted me. And they've been nothing but kind to me, respectful to me as well. They respect my religion. What their true beliefs is, I have no idea. But everybody is entitled to their opinion. That is fine. But what I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't necessarily try to trample on the other side. I don't think you should try to trample. You should try to live your life in accordance to what your set of morals, of beliefs, of rules. You should try to live off of that and nothing else. And this is only going to be for the better. And this is something that Bishop Mari Emmanuel, he is talking about as well. He is saying that for the people that are essentially causing a riot because of this attack, he says, forgive them. He has forgiven his attacker. Because this is something that Jesus would have done. Christianity encourages us to become Christ-like. And we should. And we should. And in terms of respecting others from other religions, I am of the firm belief that that should be the case. People should do that. And this is why it rubs me the wrong way when I see someone like Nate or just videos of debunk this, debunk that. There is no necessity for that. There is no reason why we should. Embrace each other. Embrace your brothers and sisters that are from other religions. So what if they are truly at the base of all religions? We are more alike than we are alike. And I think you should try to go ahead with that mindset from now on. And see where it gets you. You might be surprised. You might be surprised to see that you live a more tranquil life. That once you've forgotten the fact that you are fighting this invisible war. Because this is an invisible war. It's an invisible war that has been created over generations. And I think it's senseless. In every sense of the word. I think as we grow more and as we learn more through interacting with one another, we realize, oh, these people that have been demonized because of their religions. They're just like me. And I think the second that you find that, you're gonna live a more peaceful life than you lived before. That's all I want to discuss today. I just want to discuss the invisible religion war and how it's taken a toll on social media and everything in between. And yeah, that's all I had to say. Dan, signing out.